Hello there, my friends. Welcome back to Primetime Wisdom, your go-to channel for living healthier, happier, and wiser as we embrace our golden years. I'm so glad you're here today because we're diving into a topic that I know hits home for so many of us over 50. Why do we keep feeling so darn tired all the time? If you've been dragging through your days, feeling like you're running on empty, or wondering where that spark of energy went, you're not alone. I've been there. And I hear from so many of you who are struggling with the same thing. Today, we're going to unpack the real reasons behind that constant fatigue after 50. More importantly, I'm going to share practical, science-backed ways to get your energy back so you can live with the vitality and joy you deserve. This isn't about quick fixes or magic pills. It's about small, sustainable changes that can make a big difference in how you feel every single day. Whether you're in the US, the UK, or anywhere else, these tips are for you, because aging wisely is all about thriving, not just surviving. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into this together. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear plan to boost your energy and feel like your vibrant self again. Let's get started. Let's start by talking about why fatigue seems to creep up on us as we hit our 50s and beyond. I know it can feel so frustrating. Like one day you're full of energy, bouncing out of bed ready to tackle the world, and the next, you're struggling to get off the couch or even make it through the afternoon without a nap. It's like your body's playing a trick on you, right? But trust me, there's a lot going on in our bodies and lives that can explain this. I want to break it down into the most common culprits, so you can really understand what's happening and feel empowered to make changes. Let's dive into the 6 big reasons why you might be feeling so tired after 50. 1. Your body is changing. And that's perfectly normal. First things first, let's get real about aging. It's a natural process, and it comes with some changes that can affect how energized we feel. After 50, our metabolism starts to slow down. This means our bodies don't burn calories or process energy as efficiently as they did in our 20s or 30s. According to research, our metabolic rate can drop by about 1 to 2% per decade after age 40. That might not sound like much, but over time, it means your body is working a bit harder to keep up. Another big change is muscle mass. Did you know that after 50, we can lose about 1 to 2% of our muscle mass each year if we're not actively working to maintain it? This is called sarcopenia, and it's a fancy word for something that can make us feel weaker and more tired. Less muscle means less strength to carry you through your day, whether it's climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even just getting up from a chair. Hormonal shifts are another piece of the puzzle. For women, menopause is a big one. Hot flashes, night sweats, and mood swings can make it hard to get restful sleep, and that lack of sleep directly zaps your energy. I was talking to my friend Linda, who's 55, and she said, "I used to be able to power through anything, but now a single hot flash at night leaves me wiped out the next day." Men aren't off the hook either. Declining testosterone levels can lead to lower stamina, reduced motivation, and even a sense of mental fog. It's like your body's saying, "Hey, slow down." But you don't have to listen to that. Here's the good news. These changes are normal, and they don't have to define how you feel. Understanding what's happening is the first step to taking control. You can feel energized again with the right approach, and I'm going to share exactly how in just a bit. 2. Sleep isn't what it used to be. Let's talk about sleep because, oh boy, this is a huge one for so many of us. How many of you are waking up at 3 a.m. for no reason, staring at the ceiling, or tossing and turning all night? Or maybe you fall asleep just fine, but wake up feeling like you barely rested. Poor sleep is one of the top reasons we feel tired after 50. As we age, our sleep patterns change. We spend less time in deep, restorative sleep, the kind that makes you feel refreshed, and more time in lighter sleep stages. Things like stress, medications, or even physical aches and pains can make it harder to get those solid 8 hours we used to take for granted. I remember chatting with my friend Susan, who's 62, and she told me, "I used to sleep like a rock, but now I'm lucky if I get 5 hours without waking up. It's like my brain decides 3 a.m. is the perfect time to replay every worry I've ever had." Sound familiar? Poor sleep doesn't just make you tired. It messes with your mood, your focus, and even your immune system. Studies show that adults over 50 who get less than 6 hours of sleep per night are at higher risk for things like depression and even heart issues. That's why fixing your sleep is going to be a game changer, and we'll get to some practical tips for that soon. 3. Stress and mental load are draining you. Another big factor? Stress. Life after 50 can come with a lot of responsibilities. Maybe you're caring for aging parents, worrying about finances, or adjusting to an empty nest now that the kids have moved out. Or maybe you're juggling work, grandkids, or even trying to figure out what retirement looks like. All of that mental and emotional weight adds up, and it can leave you feeling like you're running on empty. Chronic stress releases cortisol, a hormone that, in high levels, can make you feel drained, foggy, and just plain exhausted. I had a moment a few years ago when I was so stressed about work and family that I felt like I was moving through quicksand. I'd wake up tired, drag through the day, and collapse into bed, only to do it all over again. It wasn't until I took a step back and started prioritizing my mental health that I realized how much stress was stealing my energy. If you're nodding along, thinking, yup, that's me, don't worry, we're going to cover some stress-busting strategies that are simple but powerful. 4. Nutrition gaps are sneaky energy zappers. Let's be honest, what we eat plays a massive role in how we feel. After 50, our bodies need specific nutrients to keep us energized, but our diets don't always keep up. For example, low levels of iron, vitamin D, or B12 can make you feel sluggish, and these deficiencies become more common as we age. Processed foods, too much sugar, or not enough protein can also tank your energy levels. I'm not saying you need to overhaul your entire diet. Nobody has time for that. But small tweaks can make a world of difference. Think about it. If you're grabbing a donut for breakfast or skipping meals because you're too busy, your body's running on fumes. I used to be guilty of this myself, relying on coffee and a quick snack to get through the day. But when I started paying attention to what I was eating, I noticed a huge difference in my energy. We'll talk about specific foods that can help in the next section, so stay tuned. 5. Lack of movement makes you more tired. Here's something I've noticed. When we're tired, the last thing we want to do is exercise. It's like, move my body? I can barely move my coffee cup. But here's the kicker. Sitting too much can actually make us more tired. After 50, if we're not staying active, our muscles weaken, our circulation slows, and our energy levels drop. It's a vicious cycle. Less movement leads to less energy, which makes you want to move even less. The good news? You don't need to run a marathon or join a CrossFit gym to feel better. Even gentle movement, like a short walk or some stretching, can work wonders. I started taking 10-minute walks around my neighborhood, and it was like flipping a switch. My energy started coming back. We'll cover some easy ways to add movement to your day without feeling overwhelmed. 6. Hidden health issues might be at play. Sometimes, fatigue is a sign of something deeper. Conditions like thyroid problems, diabetes, or sleep apnea become more common as we age, and they can make you feel exhausted no matter how much you sleep or how healthy you eat. For example, an underactive thyroid can slow your metabolism to a crawl, leaving you feeling like you're wading through molasses. Sleep apnea, which is more common in older adults, can interrupt your breathing at night, preventing restful sleep. Even depression can show up as fatigue, and it's more common than you might think after 50. If you've tried everything and still feel wiped out, it might be worth a chat with your doctor to rule out any underlying issues. I had a friend, Tom, who was exhausted for months before he found out he had low vitamin D levels. A simple supplement made a huge difference for him. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Your health is worth it. Okay, now that we know why you're feeling tired, let's talk about how to get your energy back. These are practical, doable steps that I've seen work for myself, my friends, and so many of you in the Primetime Wisdom community. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and join our community. We're all about sharing wisdom to live healthier and happier, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. Also, drop a comment below and let me know what's been making you feel tired lately. I read every single one. Now let's dive into the solutions. These are my top 7 strategies to help you feel more energized starting today. They're simple, backed by science, and perfect for anyone over 50 who wants to live with more vitality. Strategy 1. Fix your sleep routine. Let's start with sleep because it's the foundation of energy. If you're not sleeping well, nothing else will work as well as it should. Here are a few tips to improve your sleep. Stick to a schedule. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock. Create a bedtime ritual. Wind down with something calming, like reading a book, taking a warm bath, or doing some gentle stretches. Avoid screens at least an hour before bed. The blue light can mess with your melatonin levels. Make your bedroom a sleep sanctuary. Keep it cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in a comfortable mattress or blackout curtains if you can. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Both can disrupt your sleep, especially if consumed in the afternoon or evening. One trick that worked for me was drinking a small cup of chamomile tea about 30 minutes before bed. It's soothing and helps me relax. Try it out and see if it works for you. Strategy 2. Eat for energy. What you eat has a direct impact on how you feel. After 50, your body needs nutrient-dense foods to keep you going. Here's how to tweak your diet. Focus on whole foods. Think colorful fruits and vegetables, lean proteins like chicken or fish, and whole grains like quinoa or brown rice. These provide steady energy without the crashes you get from processed foods. Get enough protein. Protein helps maintain muscle mass, which is key for energy. Aim for things like eggs, Greek yogurt, or beans. Stay hydrated. Dehydration can make you feel sluggish. Carry a water bottle and sip throughout the day. Check your nutrients. Low levels of vitamin D, B12, or iron can zap your energy. Talk to your doctor about getting tested and consider foods like salmon for vitamin D, eggs for B12, or spinach for iron. A quick tip: start your day with a balanced breakfast, like oatmeal with berries and a sprinkle of nuts. It's simple, filling, and gives you a steady energy boost. Strategy 3. Move your body gently. I know, when you're tired, exercise sounds like the last thing you want to do. But movement is one of the best ways to boost energy. You don't need to hit the gym hard. Here are some ideas. Walk daily. A 10 to 15-minute walk can improve circulation, lift your mood, and increase energy. Try walking in a park or around your neighborhood. Try gentle exercise. Yoga, Tai Chi, or stretching are fantastic for seniors. They improve flexibility, reduce stress, and boost energy without overdoing it. Build strength. Simple bodyweight exercises like squats or wall push-ups can help maintain muscle mass, which keeps you energized. I started doing a 15-minute yoga routine in the morning, and let me tell you, it's like a shot of espresso for my body and mind. Find something you enjoy and make it part of your routine. Strategy 4. Manage stress like a pro. Chronic stress is an energy thief. After 50, we often have a lot on our plates, but there are ways to lighten the load. Practice mindfulness. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing or meditation can lower cortisol levels. Apps like Calm or Headspace are great for beginners. Connect with others. Spend time with friends or family. Social connection is a natural energy booster. Set boundaries. It's okay to say no to things that drain you. Prioritize what makes you happy and fulfilled. I love taking a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on my breathing. It's amazing how something so simple can make you feel refreshed. Strategy 5. Check in with your doctor. If you're doing all the right things and still feel exhausted, it might be time to see your doctor. Conditions like hypothyroidism, sleep apnea, or even depression can cause fatigue. A simple blood test can check for deficiencies in things like vitamin D or iron. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself. Your health is worth it. Strategy 6. Boost your mood. Your mental health and energy levels are closely linked. After 50, it's easy to feel a bit down, especially if life feels like it's changing faster than you'd like. Here's how to lift your spirits. Find joy in small things. Listen to music you love, watch a funny movie, or spend time in nature. Practice gratitude. Write down 3 things each day that you're thankful for. It shifts your mindset and boosts energy. Stay curious. Learn something new, like a hobby or skill. It keeps your brain engaged and energized. Strategy 7. Create an energy-boosting routine. Finally, tie it all together with a daily routine that sets you up for success. Here's a simple example. Morning. Start with a glass of water, a balanced breakfast, and a short walk or stretch. Midday. Take a moment to breathe deeply or do a quick mindfulness exercise. Evening. Wind down with a calming ritual and avoid screens before bed. Consistency is key. Small changes, done regularly, add up to big results. By the way, if you're loving these tips and want more practical advice for living your best life after 50, make sure to subscribe to Primetime Wisdom. We're here to share wisdom, inspiration, and tips to help you thrive. And if you've got a favorite energy-boosting trick, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Let's recap. Feeling tired after 50 is common, but it's not something you have to live with. By understanding the reasons, like changes in your body, poor sleep, stress, or nutrition gaps, you can take control. Try fixing your sleep routine, eating nutrient-dense foods, moving your body, managing stress, checking in with your doctor, boosting your mood, and creating a daily routine that works for you. These small steps can help you feel energized, vibrant, and ready to enjoy life to the fullest. Well, friends, that's it for today's video. I hope you're walking away with some new ideas to boost your energy and live healthier after 50. You deserve to feel your best, and I'm so honored to be part of your journey here at Primetime Wisdom. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who might need a little energy boost, and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next video. Let's keep growing wiser and healthier together. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you're going to try to get your energy back? I can't wait to read your thoughts. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy, and I'll see you soon.